If you find yourself bored while social distancing at home, dive into the City of Garden Grove's Virtual Recreation Center.
My name is Brianna Greenup from Nordstrom South Coast Plaza right here in Costa Mesa, California.
My name is Brianna Greenup, and this is a Garden Grove TV3 Special News Report. Today, I'm joined by Garden Grove City Manager, Scott Stiles. Thank you so much for joining us, Scott.
For the next 24 hours, survivors and caregivers alike will be walking. And even when the sun sets and you're fast asleep, participants will still be walking on this track in their fight against cancer. I don't know about you, but I'm going to take advantage of the chicken chalupa while I still can. And you can too, at least until March rolls around and Taco Bell finds a new taco to talk about. This is Brianna Greenup for Chapman News. They say the early bird gets the worm, but these early birds got a little bit more than just pancakes. I'm here in the middle of Manhattan, New York City at 5th Avenue, where hundreds of thousands have turned out to voice their concerns of women's rights. There has been a lot of speculation of why they're here and what their goals are, but Chapman News is here to find out exactly why. Come down to the Anaheim Convention Center. The Orange County Auto Show goes on all weekend, Friday through Sunday. Bring the kids, bring the family. With over 600 cars, you'll be sure to find something. It's Brianna Greenup, Chapman News. Car, the Jeep Quicksand, I've been told it's a concept car, so I can't actually buy it.
Yeah, no. So Jeep makes concepts every year. There's a big event in Moab, Utah called the Easter Jeep Safari.
I actually want to touch on finances and talk about the city. If you could briefly talk about the city's financial status and going forward.
Yeah, well, it's a moving target.
What is the tallest building in New York City? I have no idea. Seriously.
I want to say the Empire.
Tallest building in New York City, is it Empire State Building?
World Trade Center.
Hey, you got it! Yay! Do you think that like everybody here just because of Donald Trump, or do you think it's more of an underlying problem that's been going on in the United States?
No, I think it's directly related to Trump and how he got in office and the illegitimacy of how he got in office and his policies.
Okay, so he doesn't know answers to my trivia question, but can you do a New York accent?
Yeah, everyone thinks I'm from New York.
So where are you really from?
I'm Lebanese.
You live, okay, do a New York accent, come on, just try.
That's my New York accent. I can't do it better than that.
And Andrea works here, but who are you, my good sir?
We are together.
Yes.
Yes. I am very lucky. I mean, you know.
He just came for coffee, and
I did.
now he's famous.
Amazing. Hey, I'm trying to get a taxi over here.
That's
I don't know.
And, like, Stranger Things is a huge success. Do you guys think that you're going to branch into film, or is that something that you guys are just kind of staying away from right now?
We don't know yet. That's the truthful thing, is that we don't know.
Good afternoon, I'm Brianna Greenup.
And I'm Alana Williams, and this is Chapman News.
This is Brianna Greenup with a Garden Grove TV3 Special News Report. Here are the headlines you need to know this week.
Today, new accusations in the sexual assault scandal that seems to be sweeping the country. Students from all across campus teamed up with means of raising awareness to reduce sexual misconduct. The students walked down to the Orange Circle and back, but with a little bit of a twist. If you're stressed out, it might just be your commute to work. Southern California tops the list as the nation's most stressful commute. This comes from a study by the Robert Half Employment Agency. Chapman Cares puts on a few other events throughout the year in addition to the walk, such as the Clothesline Project, Men of Integrity, Women of Action, and Take Back the Night. More information about the organization can be found on Chapman's website. Apple's latest iPhone X is a hit amongst both customers and critics, but analysts are already talking about what will be the next big thing after the iPhone.
As the weather is warming up, it is a good opportunity to enjoy the sun. But make sure to soak up those rays while maintaining social distance guidelines in the effort to flatten the curve.
Planes, copters, rovers, and silly strings? Sounds like a strange combination. But that's exactly what these students use to save the world. Figuratively speaking, of course. At El Camino College, teams work together to put out wildfires. Not an easy task considering that this project is months in the making.
So we originally came up with the idea actually February of 2016. And we got a little bit of money to test out some concepts last summer. And then we got our full funding in the beginning of this year, in February. and then pretty much have put this whole thing together in about 4 months.
And with technology, the process isn't always smooth.
We all actually designed our own vehicles before the interns got here, and we were trying to go for, big, complex, grand ideas that were going to look really cool and work really well. And we found that they didn't actually work very well. So we found that keeping it simple, keeping it effective, making it easy to maintain and easy to modify was by far the best solution.
These designs didn't happen overnight either. It is a process that required long hours.
Working every single night from when they get off of work at 5, sometimes even earlier, all the way till 9, 10, 11. We've even gone to like 2, 3 in the morning working on this project on weekdays, on weekends, holidays. We have been in here because that's what it takes that's the dedication that is required to come up with these custom technical solutions.
Even the youngest members of the project got to try their hand at design and to test it out too.
These goggles basically let me drive, and I get a better view of what's actually going on, since sometimes they can get glare on the screen or issues like that. I also feel more comfortable driving with this since I tend to fly multi-rotors, small FPV racers, and yeah, that's why I love using the goggles instead of the screen.
Despite the hard work, this project has ultimately brought people together.
Countless times that we spent together, we'll always grab lunch, stuff like that, solving all these problems. It's just been a really good adventure. So it's been really fun, and I mean this experience definitely brought us closer than we would have ever thought, and probably created a lifelong friendship.
After a long morning, these heroes only have one thing on their mind: lunch. Reporting for HCTV, Brianna Greenup.
Bunny ears and the smell of bacon are probably things you wouldn't expect at Hawthorne Memorial Park.
They say the early bird gets the worm, but these early birds got a little bit more than just pancakes.
Silly bird! You don't sneeze when you're happy. What else do you do?
The crowd arrived at 9 a.m. to a table filled with eggs, bacon, muffins, and even some OJ. But this meal didn't appear all on its own.
Well, this event has been going on for years and years, and our club usually has key club members come here and help serve and help with the Easter egg hunt. But this year, our club decided to join in helping serve, prepare the food.
With the help of the Kiwanis Club, the event was able to feed the 200-plus people registered for the breakfast. Recreation Supervisor Brenda Williams says the turnout is bigger than ever.
One of the things that we did this year is to send it out to the school districts. We got their approval, we sent the flyers out, and this is the response that we got.
Attendees also shared their response to the puppet show, much like Emmeline, who personally identified with the performance.
How the bunny forgot what day it was. It reminded me a lot of myself.
While the breakfast appears to be just fun and games, Community Service Manager Vontre Norris says it's about the community.
The goal of this event is to bring families from the City of Hawthorne out to have a great time and actually see what the City of Hawthorne offers. And by doing that, bringing the families here, we create a foundation to formulate a relationship for years to come.
And years to come is what you should expect, because this bunny breakfast isn't going anywhere. Until next year, Brianna Greenup reporting for HCTV. With Halloween around the corner, fear is on everybody's mind. But it's not what you might expect.
Number one for the last 3 years has been corrupt government officials, about being victimized in their neighborhoods. These are the things that people are worried about much more than spiders, snakes, and snails.
In its 4th year running, Chapman University's America's Top Fears survey surpasses phobias and focuses on social issues. These include reoccurring fears like corrupt government officials, to newcomers on the list like pollution.
It really hadn't been in our top 10 list until this year. That's clearly a reaction to our current president. We run these surveys in the spring, so this was done last May. That was right about the time that the administration was talking about withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accords. And it's clear that that struck a deep chord in the American people, and so we saw 4 different pollution items pop up.
We know what Americans fear most, but I was curious about Chapman University students. I went around campus to find out more.
Is being buried alive.
Yeah. Or falling off a roof, which has happened to me.
That I won't be able to pursue the career of my dreams. So like, and then just like not have enough money in the future. But yeah.
It's never reaching my full potential. I'm really afraid of dying. Or at least dying without doing something that I felt like I was successful in.
Chapman University plans on continuing this study every year. Brianna Greenup, Chapman News.